Here's the other thing, a different message I've heard from him, which is, he said it before, and I think he's probably going to land on this, and it's more recent. He sat with Jake Tapper, and I think this is probably his number one argument for why it should be him and not Trump. It's SOT 10.
This country needs to have a debate about the country's future. If I'm the nominee, we'll be able to focus on President Biden's failures, and I'll be able to articulate a positive vision for the future. I don't think it serves us good to have a presidential election focused on what happened 4 years ago.
What do you make of that one, Don?
I don't know. I think the fact that they're talking to Jake Tapper tells you probably everything you need to know. Arguably the number one person pushing the lie of the Russia hoax, that they can feel comfortable going and talking there. Again, I don't know. I've seen too many of the supposed convictions flip-flop. So it's just, I don't think it means anything. I think you can say that, but again, that's the new argument. The argument last month was electability. Ron DeSantis is the only guy that can do that, but except every poll has Trump beating Biden, and none of them have Ron DeSantis, other than maybe an outlier here or there. So they have to change their argument. It's a constant changing argument that never actually seems to work. And again, I have a feeling, and I just understanding the base traveling around the country, probably more than any person that's not a candidate, and probably more than most of the candidates speaking to real Americans, I'm far more concerned about just trying to prolong an inevitable primary, spending hundreds of millions of dollars to try to get someone with, whether it's Ron DeSantis or, one of the people that's polling at exactly, let's call it 0.02%, on a podium for 5 minutes to eventually get the CNBC conservative contributorship role. That's money we're not spending to take on the
What are you trying to say about Doug Burgum? That is an unfair shot at the
No, it's not.
It's
just real, Megyn. There's people that
I know.
This guy can do it. They'll convince them to do it. And this
I've heard
drains
conservative
the coffers.
grassroots. I've heard conservative grassroots organizations say to me privately, all this money that's going into this process right now could be spent trying to get Joe Biden. And the Democrats have the advantage of not having to worry about that, since they're not allowing a primary of him, despite the fact that there are many, many Democrats who want one. But of course, this is the process. This is how it always plays out. He's got to fight for it. It's not his until it's his, and no one's ceding the ground. That leads me to the Fox News debate, the very first debate, which is August 23rd. You and I both know your dad will skip a Fox News debate. Don't bet he won't. But will he skip this one? What do you think?
You know what? It's an interesting one. I'm torn. I'm torn in the sense that, as someone who likes to talk crap online and do the meme thing, I think it gives someone like me a lot of interesting material. But to sort of the point I was making a minute ago, do you give, a Doug Burgum, and, I like Doug, I've met him, I've campaigned for him, but prior to about 2 weeks ago, again, if you would have put him in a lineup, I probably would have forgotten who he was. Do you give someone polling at 0.2%, 3 weeks to work with a team of writers to come up with a zinger for Trump that will then be weaponized? That's not strategy. It's different in 2016, right? We were told we had 0% chance of winning. It was a marketing stunt. You couldn't possibly do the primary. You couldn't possibly win the general. We've heard this before. But there you were polling as you were the 0.02% outlier. When you're beating some of these people by 60 points, do you give Asa Hutchinson a chance? It's like mixed martial arts, right? That you can have a better fighter. Sometimes the worst fighter lands something, and it's just, do you create that opportunity? So I don't get it. I don't see it. There's a component of me that wants to see it, only because I'm a masochist and I love having fun with this stuff later on. But the strategist side of me says, I'm looking at the numbers, I'm looking at the lead, and I'm saying, I don't know, it'd be sort of foolish to actually put yourself out there.
Is it at all nerve-wracking for you when he's out there? Even when I'm out there as a debate moderator, I know my husband gets a little nervous. And this is your dad. He can do it, but do you ever feel nerves for him?
Yeah, I think you do, actually. I mean, even the CNN town hall a couple of weeks ago, I was just like, really? That's the thing. He's a pugilist, right? He wants to be out there. He does want to be in that fight. That's what he does. And it's sort of, you have the argument, well, we just want someone who's not really going to fight or be vicious. I go, well, the demeanor argument. And I always counter that with, if they attacked you, if they lied about you, if they said you were an agent of Russia, they try to put your family in jail, like, you think your demeanor would be a little different? Meaning all the things they accused him of with the bad demeanor, like he was sort of pushing back against things that have since been proven to be lies, like most of the conspiracy theories, right? Just wait 6 months and it'll turn out to be the truth, but it doesn't matter because they notch the win at the time. Most are unwilling to fight back, so they just take it as though it's the gospel. And then when you're proven right, we do a great job of trailing, we won on social media. It's like, no. Like, they got everything they wanted out of this. Like, we get the win later on. They don't care. They're laughing their asses off, having gotten the win and having weaponized, the truth. And so, it's interesting. So, you do get nervous, but I know he likes being out there. So, I try to have some fun with it as well.
Summer is about enjoying the outdoors. It's also a time for water fun. How nice would it be for you and your family to enjoy a swim spa in your own backyard? Think of it. Putting a pool in could be overwhelming, a hassle, not to mention very expensive. And a lot of yards would not be ideal for one. But a swim spa, now we're talking. That's the perfect alternative. A Michael Phelps swim spa by Master Spas will transform your backyard into a year-round oasis. You can swim, relax, and exercise all in one. Not only does a Michael Phelps swim spa by Master Spas provide fun for the fam and your friends, but it's also a great way to stay active, improve your fitness, and de-stress after a long day. Michael Phelps swim spas by Master Spas have a water current, so you can swim in place and do your favorite aquatic exercises. They come in a variety of sizes to complement almost any yard. Installation can take less than a day, and since it's heated, you can use it year-round in any climate. Michael Phelps swim spas are 100% made in the USA by Master Spas, the world's largest swim spa manufacturer. Go to masterspas.com, put in the promo code MK to save $1,000 on a Michael Phelps swim spa or $500 on a Master Spas hot tub. Masterspas.com, promo code MK. Hey, thanks so much for watching. If you like what you just saw, hit the subscribe button for more clips and full episodes.